What's up, BFL fam? I'm Carlos, and this is the lovely Olya.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Today, the video topic is Dior Homme 2005 versus Dior Homme Intense versus Dior Homme Reformulation 2011 and Dior Homme Parfum 2014. Keep right there.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
So Dior Homme 2005, when it was released, this is from way back then.
You clearly enjoyed it.
yes, but I've acquired a lot more bottles, or this would have been a long time gone. But I have so many other things in my rotation that this should have been finished by now. But yes, I did enjoy it.
I would hope you have a lot of things in your rotation.
It definitely changed the game when this came out, because I don't think that Iris in a men's fragrance was very popular.
Yeah.
But this definitely brought it to the limelight, to everyone's attention, and it was definitely a very appreciated fragrance. The Intense was also very popular. This came out in 2007. This one was created by Olivier Poge. The rest were composed by Francois Demachy. The Intense got a lot of hype and a lot of people wore it. I liked it, and I actually used to layer the two together.
Really?
Yeah, and it definitely got a lot of compliments. But I didn't clearly wear this one as much as I did that one.
Yeah, definitely had a big love affair with this baby.
For sure. In 2011, they came out with the reformulation of Dior Homme. And also, this was reformulated. All the talk in all the Facebook fragrance groups was about the reformulation of Dior Homme and Dior Homme Intense. Like, you couldn't go a day without that topic being brought up. Kind of like the Aventus talks were about a year or two ago. It's kind of died down, but yeah, so it was a lot of discussion on that. I finally got a bottle of the 2011 reformulation, and I liked it a lot. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I didn't miss my 2005. This, of course, is the Parfum version. The first day that I received this was gotten for me by Sebastian over at Smelling Great Reviews. He was in Europe. It wasn't available here, so he brought back a bottle for me. Thanks again, a few years later. The day that I first put this on, I'll never forget this. Somebody said, "You smell like my grandma." I was like, what? All right, whatever. I wound up not wearing this, but I do love the fragrance, and I always forget about it every winter. And maybe we'll finish off this winter by getting a little more wear and rocking this one.
You should. It's a great fragrance.
So what are your thoughts on all of these?
Well, when the 2005, the first one came out, I used to smell it everywhere. I didn't have the bottle, myself, but I remember smelling it off a lot of men, and it was definitely very, very popular. Now, to me, maybe because it was launched in 2005, maybe because in 2005 I was just graduating from high school.
Oh, Lord.
But, in terms of that, like, it's still, like, I kind of associate it with, like, an older man, like, slightly older.
Back then or now?
Now, back then I liked it, and it's hard for me to exactly remember,
So
what
were
the
the
exact
boys in high school wearing it,
No,
or the
no.
men, like the
It was
uncles?
It was like their fathers
Okay.
used to wear this,
Okay.
and like, and that category, age group. And then now, I definitely don't smell anybody kind of young wearing this.
There's a certain brightness to it.
Absolutely, it's like a sparkling iris, like you said earlier. The Intense version, however, is my absolute favorite. I am hoarding a large bottle, and I will
Cool.
definitely step.
I did not know this.
Yes, I have a big one, and I love it. I think it's just so warm, and it's so cozy. It's so rich. It's
Vanilla.
comforting.
A vanilla bed, a bed of vanilla.
So I'm a huge fan of this one, and I think that no matter what, like, I still come back to it all the time.
Do you think it's young, old, or timeless?
I
or
think this is timeless, and this is also
So for everyone.
genderless for
Okay.
me, because I smelled it on women and I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. And I love that about this. Now, I don't know, you guys might throw perfume caps at me for saying this, but I actually love
rotten perfume caps? Sorry.
but I love the reformulated version. I think
I do
that
too.
It was great. It's like smoother and easier to wear.
It has vanilla, like the
Yeah.
Intense, or
It's
more so
great.
than the original did.
It's great. You know, I smell it every time, and I'm like, it is so good. It doesn't have any sharp edges. It smells younger. It's just a great fragrance, you know. So for me, I love this.
Ah, so good. I really do love this one.
I think that was like definitely a success.
It's kind of a blend of these two.
Yeah, and considering that I'm a huge fan of this, like I'm definitely I actually would pick up a bottle of this now that I'm thinking. I need it in my collection.
Oh, you have the big bottle of this. I
I
was
have
like,
the big
did you say you had a big
baby.
bottle? It's definitely still in circulation, so you could definitely pick one up.
Definitely gonna hunt one down.
And the Parfum. You sprayed already, but I just want to get a fresh spray.
What do you think about the Parfum?
It's my dressed up iris, I think. It's got a certain class and sophistication about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Where these are more playful, this is just a little more serious. Not overly, not stuffy, but kind of James Bondish.
Yeah, it's badass. It's definitely badass. This is like I wouldn't wear this with a t-shirt for sure. I think that
I
this
don't
one
remember
falls.
any grandmother smelling like that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever smelled. And if one grandma out there smells like it, then oh my god, yes, Granny, you're doing the right thing. Because this is a great fragrance, and I think it's so rich. I also think it could be definitely worn by women.
This has the addition of leather in it. That's what sets it apart from the others.
It jumps definitely into the skin. It's less velvety.
I'll put some on.
It's beautiful.
Do I have
It's
this
definitely
one?
beautiful. And I'm gonna put this one on because I love it.
This one is a little disrespected. I'm sorry. I really should have been having you on more top lists. I really should have been wearing you more. I promise not to leave you out in the future.
That's right.
I
That's
do.
right.
I do. Oh, this is great. It's mother.
It's beautiful. It's the leather. In it is
Yes,
just
like
so
a
gorgeous.
rich, like those thin leather jackets that are
Yeah.
like almost like material.
And that iris is just perfect blend. It just kind of smooths it out, creates this buttery finish to it.
It's not a biker leather. It's not a
No.
rough and tough leather. It's more of a
Sophisticated.
yeah.
Very sophisticated. This is a very expensive leather jacket, you know. So to me, this is, you know, I think this is definitely class. If I would have to pick two out of this lineup, no, I'm loving. I don't know, I'm so indecisive, but I would still take these two.
This gets respect though, right?
Yeah.
This gets props.
This would be in my number 3 spot.
Speaking of those leather jackets, I do have one of those leather jackets that I bought in some place. It was a Russian-owned store.
Russians
It's
love
all
leather.
completely leather. It was on Coney Island Avenue. I remember
Ooh, they used to have one. Jeez, what was the name of it? It started with an S.
something. I don't
Total,
remember.
I forgot the name of it, but
It
I
was
know what
all
you're talking about.
leather in
Yeah,
the store.
yeah.
But I came home one day. I had to go to the bathroom. I put the jacket. I took it off, put it on the doorknob, and my previous cat's. It was like a switchblade. Went, yeah, I was like shit.
Oh, yeah,
But I
you
had to
gotta
go.
hide
I had
the
to.
cats.
I had to go have it sewn, but it was never the
not the
same
same.
after that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it has like a Frankenstein thing in the back now. So there you have it, my friends. Our opinions on several variations of Dior Homme through the years. What's your favorite Dior Homme? Let us know in the comments down below. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. Hit this girl up too at Send Menu. If you haven't a subscriber, click on the bell icon so you don't miss notifications on new reviews, new content, giveaways, and all the fragrant fun always happening right here at BFL. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you at the next review.
Bye.